You know, Kid Rock and Pamela Anderson did a King of the Hill episode together.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Did they ever fuck?
Yeah, they're like married, or at least
Oh yeah.
in love.
What are Kid Rock's political views these days?
I don't know.
Is he? I
I
can see
think
him.
he wears a mask, but I think that mask says #ALM.
I can see him being an anti-Trump guy, but in just a very dumb way.
No, I think he's a Trump fan.
Oh, is he really? That's a damn shame. No, I can't.
Oh, well, this is great. On March 29th, 2020, Kid Rock released his first... It's always bad when you're like, what are they up to now? And then the date is like a year ago. And you're like, well, I didn't hear about any of this. He released his first single under the name DJ Bobby Shazam, which featured an old school hip-hop sound. The song's titled Quarantine. All the proceeds go to fight COVID-19. Which I assume Kid Rock will do by giving the money to Ted Nugent.
He wants to see him fight it.
He's gonna have him fight. Ted, we need guns.
What if you shoot it at?
Dude, musical style.
Bow diddy bow.
Kid Rock's influences include Bob Seger and the Beastie Boys.
You know what? That's completely honest. That really is, that is a great way to describe Kid Rock.
Oh, they were engaged. Oh, he and Pamela Anderson have been engaged, called it off, and then later married. And then, yeah, they've been all up and down.
They seem like the perfect couple.
This is the greatest line for Wikipedia. Richie is an ordained minister and collects guns. One sentence. One citation. Richie is an ordained minister and collects guns.
Who's Richie?
Kid Rock.
Oh, that's a real name?
Yeah, his name's Kid Richie. Robert James Richie. Wait, I thought his name was DJ Bobby Shazam.
Hold on. This is all starting to fall apart.
We should make fun of him, dude. He collects guns. And he's a minister, so he can send us to hell.
He can send us straight to hell. Shoot us with a silver bullet? I don't know.
Richie later claimed that the divorce to Anderson was due to her openly criticizing his mother and sister in front of his son.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that. That is rude.
So he, in 93, he had like a son that was born. And with a lady that he had, with a classmate of his that he had an on again, off again relationship with. And he raised their 3 children together. But split up in late 93 when Richie discovered that one of them was not his. He subsequently raised his son as a single father. That still leaves one other child.
Listen, Kid Rock has got a complicated background.
That leaves... So he had a son. He and that son left the lady because one of the kids wasn't his. But who... Did he know that the other kid wasn't his? Was he like, look, I'll raise a third kid with my 2 kids. But then he found out it was one of his kids with 2 other kids. And he's like, I'm out of here.
I'm done.
Look, Megan, you're a great girl, but your mom's just like a liar.
I can't.
You shouldn't have been dragged into this.
I can't stand dishonesty.
Megan, if I could raise you and my son, I would. But you, my son, and Trevor, who I thought was my son,
no way.
And have been raising as if he was my son until this moment.
I've done a sudden about face.
Yeah. Dude, his public image, he has like a huge Wikipedia.
Well, he's done a lot, man.
Under his personal life section, the subsections are relationships, public image, politics, and views. And then legal issues. He has a sex tape with Scott Stapp, the singer of Creed.
That sounds great.
Him and Scott Stapp were seen partying and receiving oral sex from groupies.
Hey man, seem like a
he
sex
said
tape
partying.
With Scott Stapp.
Yeah, he was like a Christian guy. I just love that the quote is, are seen partying and receiving oral sex from Greece.
So it's just set, but maybe the party's sexy.
Yeah, why not just call it partying, dude?
The whole thing is partying, man.
Yeah, man. Freaking partying. At the 2007 MTV
Forget about that.
It's bad when sex tape with Scott Stapp
It's not the
is not
uh-oh.
the uh-oh.
Comes a paragraph later.
Man, in 2007, he got in a fist fight. I like how they specify fist fight. No headlocks, no knees. He got in a fist fight with Motley Crue drummer Tommy Lee.
Wow. Was it about Pan?
Of course, dude. A month later, he was arrested and charged with battery again after fighting with a Waffle House customer.
I remember that one.
You remember using a Google alert for Waffle House?
Now, when was that? I think I remember watching that video.
It must have been like 2008-ish.
Yeah, I remember that one. You don't remember that?
No.
That was a great video.
That was after my Waffle House.
I didn't watch it in a Waffle House.
Look, man, Grit Sandwiches for Breakfast was the only album I cared about. His debut album.
Grit sandwiches?
Grit Sandwich. His albums are awful. Grit Sandwiches for Breakfast.
Is he saying grit like tough? Or is he saying grits?
Grits Sandwiches for Breakfast.
Okay.
He's putting cornmeal
On bread.
on bread.
Well, you want to make it more filling.
Sounds
Maybe-
like he maybe grew up poor.
Yeah, you don't have a whole lot of grits, but you could add some bread.
Wow. That I never understand this. I always be like, he released his album like independently, and he printed like 1,000 copies, and they only sold like 200. And it's like, well, why do you print 1,000? Like, I know that the ability to like make your own CDs has gotten better as time goes on, but like, why do you print so many?
Yeah, 1,000 is probably too many. I mean, just start with like, a nice, easy, like 5,000. That way you have enough for posterity when you blow up later.
Yeah. And then he made an album called The Polyfuse Method. And then he made an album called Early Morning Stoned Pimp. This album is considered to be a further shift in rock sound towards rock music. As well as solidifying his rap rock sound and shaping the redneck image he became known for. It captured the laid-back pimp desperado persona that rock had finally perfected. He perfected it. Name someone who has a better laid-back pimp desperado persona.
I mean, you know what? You're right.
Fucking Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh.
He's got a laid-back pimp desperado persona.
I don't know. Maybe not pimp, just desperado.
He has a lot of sex.
I guess he does. I don't know. Billy Bob Thornton's a good man.
Hey, this album exhibits influence from Rudy Ray Moore, Blowfly, Parliament, and Swamp Dogg, your favorite.
Hey, there we go.
R&B great Swamp Dogg. Dude, but then after that, so that's 96, and then 2 years later, Devil Without Cause, baby.
Finally.
My name is Keith.
I mean, no one can say the man didn't put the effort in,
Yeah.
It took him a while to
He was
get
out
to the
there
top.
8 years from his debut until Ball Went to Ball. It's always funny when people have like albums where it's like their breakthrough album and it's like, here's the singles. And then the first one is like, Welcome to the Party, parentheses, Ode to the Old School. And it's like unclickable. And then the next one is I Am the Bull God, a song I've never heard of. But at least it's clickable. And then after that, it's Ba Went to Ba and Cowboy and all the other songs. It's always funny when it's like, oh, this almost failed.
This was very close.
The world almost didn't have Kid Rock.
This was very close to just another notch in Kid Rock's belt.
Kid Rock was almost just like a weird album that would have popped up in like Anthony Fantano videos.
If you're looking for some
underrated rap rock albums. Grits on My Dick.
Grits on
by
my
Grits on My Dick by DJ Bobby Shazam. This is nice though. After he blew up, his next album was called The History of Rock.
Well, he's paying respect to the old masters.
Yeah, exactly.
As all great artists do. You know.
He's
You want to give a nod to your heroes.
well, he's the American badass, Eric. Show some respect.
Who do you think is out there right now and is even successful at all? Who is like, I'm trying to do the whole Kid Rock thing.
I think a lot of guys. I think country rap. Those guys probably love Kid Rock.
Yeah, that's probably true.
They probably love Cadillac Pussy. The song off Kid Rock's 2003 album.
I'm not gonna fuck around and fake it. I wasn't growing up listening to no Merle Haggard. I was listening to DJ Pussy Grits.
You can't just do Boom Out. Kid Rock has an album called Rock and Roll Jesus.
Rock and roll. Well, yeah. Why wouldn't you have an album called that?
Oh, that's that song. Oh my god. Remember that Kid Rock song that was like...
My Kid Rock song now is pretty sparse outside of Bow Diddy Bow and My Name is Kid.
Yeah, you probably don't know
But are
those
those the same two songs? I don't even. Those might even be the same two songs.
Ball with the ball.
Oh, and the one that.
Because I'm a cowboy, bitch. Because I'm a cowboy, you asshole. Stay the fuck. Why are you asking me why I have these cows? I'm a cowboy, baby. That's why I've got all these cows. No, this song.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
This song was 12 years ago.
Was it really?
Yeah, it's from 2008.
Oh my lord.
Jesus, man. Oh, it's from the album Rock and Roll Jesus. This is something that confuses me. On Kid Rock's album Rock and Roll Jesus from... Oh, it's from 2007. It's not even 2008. Jiminy Christmas. There's a song on it apparently called Amen, which references Minor Threat's song Guilty of Being White.
Well, Kid Rock is cool.
Kid Rock, what do you think that means? Did he rip off the riff? Or is there a lyric where he's like Minor Threat said? I was worried about us getting sued by Kid Rock, but I'm really curious about it.
It's another night in hell, another...
Okay, maybe I'll just read the
But what would be the most recent Kid Rock?
Oh, he just
He's
says
still...
the phrase got me guilty of feeling what? And how can we seek salvation when our nation's race relations how can we seek salvation when our nation's race relations got me feeling guilty of being white.
But is that? I don't know if that's necessarily a reference to Minor Threat.
I think that is a reference to Minor Threat.
I just think the right person listened to that song.
Yeah. I wonder. I lost the Wikipedia page. I wonder if that links even to a foot. That'd be funny if it links to an interview where it's like Kid Rock has an Ian McCott tattoo.
Kid Rock spotted in red beanie, an apparent nod.
Kid Rock on the stoop. The rest of the boys.
Yeah, Kid Rock's getting sober.
Nobody knows this. Kid Rock he's Edge though, man. If you look at all the album covers, he's Edge. Guilty of being rock.
Yeah, that's weird. That does just honestly sound like Kid Rock just honestly being like, well, what? Well, what the hell?
What the hell, man?
But how much is Kid Rock pretty much like a big phony? I mean, I understand this is probably
No, I think he's a conservative
territory, but
I think Kid Rock was like a child who grew up as like a vaguely rich kid.
Yeah.
Who had like probably an abusive dad, or at least like a shitty dad.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Fuck you, Dad! I'm gonna go into the city and be like a rapper guy."
Okay.
And then he did that, and then slowly he was like, I guess I'll be more true to myself that I also love Bob Seger. He's like, because I would be rapping, and then sometimes someone would like play Kiss as a joke, and I was like, "Nah, keep this on,
keep it going. I'm getting in the New York groove."
Yeah, what if I was back in the New York groove, in smooth, dancing? And then slowly he was like...
big furry coat on, he takes it off. Tank top, American flag.
Yeah.
You know what? This feels more like me.
No, that's the thing. So then he's got his big fucking fur coat. I'm a 70s pimp from a trailer. And then I think slowly he was like, you know what? Dad, we aren't so different, you and I. And then he and his dad...
And then I'm looking at these 500 old unsold CDs.
No, I'm saying after Paul went to buy, after he's big.
Oh, okay. Once he starts like...
He
buys a pair of readers.
After he's performed at WrestleMania, him and his dad are sitting there backstage at WrestleMania, and he's like, Dad, I wanted you to come watch The Undertaker and Batista. I don't know if that was the one he was at. And then they hugged, and then he was like, I love you. And then he was like, I'm going to start singing country songs with Sheryl Crow, and I'm never going to rap again, Dad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Can't believe I did that to the...
I'm never going to cuss again.
Sorry, I did that to the... DJ Max Pimp, or what the hell was his name?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I ever met a guy named Esham. And then he and his dad, he's like, this St. Cloud Posse's no friends of mine. And then him and his dad had like a nice long relationship. They opened a bar in Nashville or whatever the fuck. Sold hot sauce. I don't know what he's doing now.
He's doing both those things.
We're making tank tops for orphaned kids who like Harleys. And then his dad probably eventually like passed away. And then Kid Rock was like, man, honey. Kid Rock sitting there, he's got like a full grown son going off to college, and his arms around his wife, and they're like in the suburbs, and he kisses her, and he's like, now what? You know, when I was his age, I was rapping. And then she's like, you did? What was your rap name? He's like, DJ Bobby Shazam. And then she's like, that's funny. And then a few days later, it's like Inception, it plants in his head. And then a few days later, he's like, honey, look, the turntables in the attic. I was cleaning out the attic.
I found the old ones.
I was looking for I was trying to fix the humidifier in the attic. I found the old turntables. And then you know what I mean? And then 6 months later, his wife's like, you know, Richie, you're really good at this.
We're going to visit Bobby in Massachusetts. I bought you this big fur coat. It's gonna be cold when we get there. Yeah. Here's a cool furry bucket hat.
Yeah. And eventually Kid learns that he's not a kid after all. He needs to not be the kid anymore. He is a son now, and not only a son, a legacy.
A legacy. Oh my god.
He's almost saying my name. He's backstage. He's like, look, I know the fans want it. I just feel like an idiot out there, 65 years old, starting every show with my name is Kid. I just feel a little bit silly. You think we could skip it? Is there a local performer maybe?
Can I just say Rock?
Yeah. My name is... No, cut that.
Or am I
shit,
still
man.
tied up in my WrestleMania contract? I really should have read that thing more closely.
I'm going to make sure he did perform at WrestleMania.
I mean, if he didn't...
I'm going to sign a petition.
Yeah, I was going to say, if he hasn't, then...
It looks like he's done several WrestleMania. No, maybe just 25. The reason why Kid Rock didn't appear at WrestleMania 34. I'm surprised I haven't read this article before. I've always wondered why he didn't appear at 34.
Yeah, I mean, it's, what, 9 years later?
He was chilling on the Motley Crue cruise.
Is that how the article phrases it?
Oh, no, chilling... He has a cruise. His
Chilling in Cedar Rapids.
His 9th annual Chillin' the Most cruise. Kid Rock has done 9 cruises.
Those cruises have been going on for a while now.
What a bad name.
I mean, obviously that's a bad name, but I think the Kid Rock fans can get over something like that.
You ever been on a cruise?
God, no.
You ever listen to Tayo Cruz?
No.
Like it's dynamite. We gonna light it up. Like it's
I mean, still, the
dynamite.
only goal for this podcast is to get a spot on the Impractical Jokers cruise. I mean,
Yeah.
once we get that,